How's it going to go when we bring Chance out, you know, and Roscoe's off lead and off muzzle? What are your thoughts on how that's going to go?
So for that one, we're obviously going to have to manage Roscoe initially to see that Chance is out. If he's showing signs of wanting to engage in Chance, then we'll have to keep him on lead. However, if he's doing what he's doing now, where he's not really doing much at all, it will be good because Chance I'm going to have on a halter, and it will give me a few opportunities to correct any behaviour focused at Roscoe. But it will be a bit of a tense scenario at the first part, where the first time they see each other. It'll be the first time they've been off muzzle for quite a while out together. Yeah. But the same thing goes, like Roscoe's been performing very, very well, and there shouldn't be a reason why we would allow his behaviour to go backwards. There might be some interest towards, and if there's any show of that focus or intent before they become before they get within each other's space, then we'll have to correct it at that point. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think it's going to be good. I do. I think Roscoe's going to go well. It's a lot of trust that we're putting in him, absolutely. But just like we have the last couple of days, he's taken that trust and he's run with it, and he's doing really well. So I am hopeful for him. This will be, for his case, the final test. You know, this was his first full mix in the daycare, unrestrained, free running, and he's had an absolutely cracker of a day. You know, I'm really proud of him. So this will be the final test for him. But I think they're both ready for it. I did some work off camera on Monday with Chance and Neveah and a couple of my dogs, and they're all off lead, off muzzle, but my dogs were controlled at a distance, and anytime Chance went in the direction, I just started talking to him and he instantly started responding. So Chance is also doing very, very well as far as performance goes. But you do have to continually talk to Chance. You have to constantly guide him. Whereas with Roscoe here, you can see he can be free to go about his day and not have any issues. So it'll be interesting. It'll be probably a little bit tense for you, Sam. You might be a little bit, oh, what's going to happen? But don't voice it. I don't want your nervous energy influencing any dogs.
That means I'm going to be like this.
Yeah, Sam's going to be like this for me.
That's how I can control my emotions.
Yeah. But no, let's see how it goes. I think there's going to be a lot going on out here with all these guys, that there's potentially going to be a little bit too much happening for them to really want to lock heads. But look, it might go completely pear-shaped and we might have to just go back and put the muzzle on him. But let's give it a go. I think it'll be good.
Yep, so Jace, Luke and I were just discussing what's about to happen.
Right.
We'll just...
Jason was...
Sorry, I was out there YouTubing, guys, you know.
Vlogging.
I'm a vlogger. So, yeah, what did I miss, mate?
So, we're about to walk through the bush, do the bushwalk. We've got the two boxes out, Hope and Faith.
Yep.
But then we're going to go get Chance, put him on lead, but I'm going to bring him out on a halter, not a muzzle.
Right.
On a halter.
Do you want me to put Roscoe away, or?
Well, no, Roscoe, I want him out, but we're just going to...
This may be my last video. Okay, mate.
We're just going to have him on lead to start with,
yep.
And I'm just going to gauge on what he's doing.
Yep.
If he's walking around just continuing doing what he's doing here, after 5 or 10 minutes, we're probably going to just let him off.
Okay.
Yep. But just to be safe on the beginning part.
Just a heads up, Jace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay.
So you'll have Roscoe, I'll have Chance.
Yep.
And,
See how they're interacting and
yeah.
yeah.
And if anything goes wrong, you just throw the leads up in the air and run away with your hands on your head like this.
Fence there. Scale the fence and run for the hills.
Yeah.
Okay. You're on your own, Roscoe.
That's on your own to me.
Yeah. Look after him, Sam. We're out.
With me, Waffle. Yeah, okay. Good boy, mate. Well done. Good boy. Good boy.
Yeah. So keep a loose lead on Roscoe, and we're just watching to see if he's even interested.
Boy, Roscoe. Well done. Well done, buddy. Good boy, mate. Good boy. Well done. Well done. Good boy. Good job, buddy. Well done. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Hello, mate. Nope. Sit. Good boy. Yeah. Oh, you're going to drop. Good boy, mate. Good boy. Well done. Good boy. Good boy. Well done. Hello, Nico. Good girl. Good boy. Good boy. Quick. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, mate. Good boy. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Good boy, mate. Good boy. Well done. Good boy. Well done, mate. Well done, mate. Good job, mate. Well done, buddy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Wait. Sit.
Good job, mate. Good boy. Good boy, mate. Well done. Good boy. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, mate. Good boy. Well done. Good boy. Oh, boy. Good boy, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on.
So we decided to leave Roscoe on lead today, just because he was showing a little bit of interest to come over and say good day to his old mate Chance. And just for Chance's sake, he's doing really well. I don't want Roscoe to antagonise him or even just put too much pressure on him that he starts to regress. So just for Chance's sake here today, he's doing really, really well. We just thought we'd just keep Roscoe on lead and keep him out of the equation for now. But it's really good stuff from Chancey boy, isn't it, mate? We bring Chance out and he's got a muzzle on. He doesn't usually show as much interest in the other dog as he is today. He obviously feels a little bit more free and he's investigating, saying hello a lot more, which is good. Good boy. Yeah, oops, a bit rough there, guys. Oh boy.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Well done. Well done.
Make Roscoe sit for you and do a boundary. If he's good, you can let him off.
Good boy. Good boy, Krieg.
I am seeing a bit of a change in their attitude when they're out now without the muzzle on. They're a little bit more excited. They did feel with the muzzle on that they are restricted. They know what it means. But now I think they're a little bit more excited. They're a little bit more enthusiastic to get involved with the other dogs. The other thing is the other dogs are actually engaging in them a little bit more. It's very confronting with a big grill in their face. A lot of dogs are like, whoop, I'm out of here, this looks too scary, or, you know, they're a bit intimidated by it. So they're actually giving these guys a little bit more leeway now without the muzzle on. As you can see, dogs coming up saying hello. Good boy, Remy. Good girl, darling, that was nice. Good girl.
That was a nice kiss for Remy.
Yeah, so that's what they were missing out on with the muzzle on. So it's good to see.
Obviously the muzzle is necessary.
The muzzle was definitely necessary at the beginning.
But then they are also on lead. They can't go on halter off lead, you know, so
no, they're definitely not ready.
There's a process.
They're definitely not ready. This is a staged process. It's a stepping stone. It's a big milestone.
Yeah.
But I'm just pointing out the positive benefits of getting to this level to then start making more friends and not have every dog turn away and go, oh, get that grill out of my face. You know what I mean? So they're actually starting to engage. And that's what happened with Chance before as well. He was actually starting to go nose to nose with a few dogs, say hello, sniff around, and it wasn't received as, oh, get out of here, this is too confronting. It was quite good. So we're making progress. The dogs are kicking goals, so I'm pretty proud of them. It's good.
Yeah,
we're getting there.
Good deal, darling.
They've heard that Roscoe has graduated.
Yeah, it's like, have you seen what's available here, guys?
Yeah. And they're like, I want to be next.
That's right, mate. You're leading from the front, aren't you? Good boy. So, obviously, these guys, Nevaeh is still, although she's doing very well, she won't be going off lead today. Yep. So if you want to go back and grab Molly on a halter as well, right, you'll see a whole heap of halters hanging up where the leads are. Yep. She'll be either a medium or a small. There's plenty of smalls there. The rest of them are all mediums. Yep. And we'll bring her out. And I don't want today to be Neveah and Molly, yep, but I just think that we're able to. There's enough dogs here for us to sort of spread out and let them have some socialisation without worrying about each other.
Yeah. Okay, mate, so I'll just keep the distance from you guys. Just get
so
around,
don't come
with a few other dogs.
Yeah, we'll just sort of, if we can sort of keep the group roughly at about a 20-metre spread, and we'll just be on either end of that spread.
Okay, happy with that?
Yep. All right, mate, we'll just hang around here or float along this track. Good girl, darling. Nice lush grass up here.
Yeah.
Picking up the resemblance in Django there.
So did we, it was off camera, but we did just notice a very quick recognition of Django.
Yeah. Well, he does look very similar
To
Molly.
Molly, yeah.
But, you know.
Like nothing came of it, it was just a sniff and, you know, wow, you smell and look very familiar.
Roscoe boys. He's like, see, if you behave, you can be like me. He's like, let me up. It's like, no, you got to earn it. Good dog.
How's Neveah going?
Yeah, really well. Not seeing any issues at all at the moment.
Wow,
She's doing really well.
fantastic.
Yeah.
What a good girl, Neveah.
What a good girl.
So good.
Huh? Good
Jason's seen a couple of curled lips from Molly, unfortunately.
Yeah. No, it's to be expected when she shows avoidance, but I think it's more so she just honestly doesn't have a desire to have relationships with the other dogs.
Yeah.
You know, you see the other guys, they all get really excited, but they just don't know how to behave, or they have another agenda, or they're used to having to defend themselves. Molly is showing a lot of traits towards, she doesn't care for dogs. She loves humans, as you can see.
Yeah.
This is what she wants to do. She wants to just get pats, but the dogs, in her mind, sort of get in the way.
Yeah.
She's not showing desire to make friendships with other dogs. Nevaeh spotted her. Good girl. Good girl, darling. Good girl. Nope. Good girl, Molly. Well done, darling.
Good boy, buddy.
We did start to relax a little bit. As soon as she made eye contact with Neveah, you could see the body language just changed.
Yeah.
But we're getting there, aren't we, mate?
She's a trillion times better than when she first came. You know.
Oh, completely different dog,
Yeah.
really.
She is.
Come on, Mol. Good girl.
Socialise.
I mean, she's got a lot of love to give to,
Yeah, to
her
a
owner.
human.
She loves a cuddle.
So,
Unfortunately, Neveah hasn't been able to let go of the fact that Molly's out here. Doesn't like having Molly behind her. So therefore she stopped engaging in the other dogs.
right.
Molly being out, Nevaeh's, all the other dogs have just vanished in her mind, and she just knows she's around the same space as Molly. So, although what I was trying to do was, you know, they're out together but they're at a distance, it hasn't really worked for Nevaeh. Although there's been nothing wrong and she's been very good, oh there we go, that's the first time. She's just been focused on Molly and not making any more friendships. So
Yeah.
she's still very responsive, but as you can see, she just won't let Molly get out of her sight.
Well,
So
should we put Molly away? Because Molly's not really enjoying it anyway.
Yeah,
and then Nevaeh can have some more social time because...
Well, Nevaeh was doing really well. She was making ground, but that's what I'm saying. So now with Molly out, she's not making ground as far as the socialisation goes. So we'll just put Molly back, and then Nevaeh can continue having some fun. Just we'll put Molly away, mate. Yeah, we'll put her back. Good girl. Good girl, darling. That's why we wear these halters. As you can see, they're very effective. So I could see, good girl, well done, good girl. I could see the body language in Neveah stiffen up a little bit. Maggie is very in your face, which is good. I want it so then I can see any sort of reactions. Neveah did give Maggie some signs, meaning she started to curl her lip and say, I don't want your tongue in my mouth. I let it go a little bit, and as soon as I saw any sort of flinch, I just straight away put pressure on this, and then it closes her mouth, so it prevented a bite. But that's what we're looking for, and that's what we aren't able to do as effectively with the muzzle on. And so this is where we're starting to progress and see new scenarios. But that was really good. That was really just Neveah saying, hey, get out of my face, don't like that. Maggie ignoring it, and then so Neveah escalating. What would be bad is if there was no signs, there was no communication from Neveah to say, I don't like this attention, and just going straight to a snap, that would be bad. So it was good that she went through that level of communication. Tilly, no. Cheeky girl. So I'm happy with that scenario, and you know, being quick on the response with a lead keeps Maggie safe and the rest of the dogs. So she gets to learn the lesson that yes, you can communicate and say leave me alone, but you can't then escalate. That's my job. So that was pretty good exercise. I'm happy with that. If anything from today, that's a very good thing to take away for Neveah.
Yeah.
Good girl.
We're not looking for perfection, are we? We're looking for these learning...
I want these scenarios to happen now while I'm here ready for them.
Yeah.
Because as it progresses and as those scenarios disappear, that's when you start to trust them a little bit more, and that's when you start to give them a bit more freedom. So I know...
that was Buddy the Maltese Terrier.
I know
saying
that...
Django, stop it.
Neveah does have a few of these little scenarios where, you know, she can be a little bit iffy. I've seen it through the muzzle, not very often, but I've seen it a couple of times, and so now I'm looking for those scenarios. But that was very good, because no one comes up and licks their face when they got the muzzle on. So, you know, this is why you start to see new experiences. But the dogs are all performing very, very well. They are very responsive. They are all at a level where they can handle these kind of intense scenarios, and they can still listen to my voice. Even when Molly was around before, Neveah was still very responsive to me. As you can see, she's still looking at Jason. She's looking at Jason saying, where's Molly, where's Molly?
But I even noticed that she was all eyes on Molly, but she just kept sitting by your side. Yeah. You know, she wasn't pulling at the end of the lead. You know, obviously. No, but that's what she used to do.
Oh, she would be.
She was trying with every bit of her might to get to Molly. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but it's all good things. You know, and I'm pointing it out for people who are interested in it. But to me, this is a massive success. Like, I'm really proud of her. I'm so happy with her performance. You know, from the things that we've seen before to now, it's amazing. You know, she's really putting her best foot forward to become her best self.
Yeah.
Aren't you, darling? Yeah, good girl. Okay, come on.
And then we just draw everyone's attention to, oh, watch out, little Miss Violet.
Zach.
She still just falls asleep. by me.
Gilbert. Oh, he's trying to steal a hat.
It's your hat, that's why.
Come on, Gilly.
He's gonna get it. He's got it.
So I couldn't find my hat this morning, so I had to wear your old one.
I was keeping it so I could wear it in the pool because I know he's gonna do this. He smelt it a mile away.
Yeah. Chilly. And he waited until I was down filming Miss Violet asleep. Gilbert, what do you have, buddy? You just have to make sure you're awake, Miss Violet, so that you follow us. Come on, darling. Come on, come on, come on. Otherwise, we'll lose you in the bush.
I often come back from a quad run in the bush and like look for everyone and Miss Violet's nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
She just appears 5 minutes later at the back gate. But while Gilbert was stealing your hat, Maggie came up to Nevaeh again.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, okay, let's see what's going to happen here. And same thing, Maggie was licking her face and there was no curling of the lip, she just accepted it. And that's how I was like, good girl, well done. So that's what I'm looking for is, yes, I had the opportunity to say, don't react. And then straight away that same situation presents and she doesn't react. So, you know, this is where the training excels and it progresses very quickly because you've got the language, you've got the communication, and little things happen where you're like, no, I don't want you to behave that way, and they respond very, very quickly.
Yeah.
So really good stuff for you.
Good boy, mate.
I would hate that.
Yeah.